Hello and welcome to the special edition of Montclair News Lab. I'm Izzy Conklin. Telemundo 47 is the network's flagship station here in the Northeast. This year, they're celebrating their 60th anniversary, and a group of Montclair students are getting the chance to cover it with them. Joining me in the studio now is Jennifer Sanchez, the senior producer for the mini documentary on the history of the station, and the senior editor, Danny Mazariegos. Thank you both so much for being with me today.
Hi, Izzy. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. But Jennifer, you're the senior producer, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what this project is? What are we expecting to see?
So this project, or this documentary, is highlighting and showcasing 60 years of a channel that represents a Latino community in all aspects. And it is 60 years of legacy, of history, of family, of anything that unites the Latino community in reportings, in community outreach, activism, coverages that impact all types of communities, and even in the communities that are outside of the United States. So that is including Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba. It is all Hispanic-speaking, Spanish-speaking countries that this channel tries to cover to connect every person that watches that channel to get to know what's going on in their community.
Wow. That's a lot to cover in a short documentary.
It is.
Danny, you're the editor, and that's 60 years worth of news coverage. So what is the process like putting it all together to try to make a story?
Right, well, to say the least, we've gone through many versions of a script. A lot of edits, a lot of cutting down on what we really want to focus on. I think we worked really closely with our professor, Odales Molina, who is a morning news anchor for Telemundo 47, and she was an integral part in kind of really honing in on what we wanted our story to tell and what exactly we wanted to hit. I mean, 6 years is a lot to cover, and they've done so much. So it was a little difficult at first to really picking what we wanted to say, but I think through the process of, going through their history and picking out the moments about them that really shine the most is kind of what we put together for this doc.
Yeah. And not only the project, but even working with all of these people from Telemundo 47 and even within your team here, you're now in an environment where you can speak both in English and Spanish. So could either of you tell me what that's like and how it's something that's fun and different?
Yeah, well, I can go first. I mean, I grew up speaking Spanish because my parents came from Ecuador. And so in my household, it was Spanish is your first language, and then you're going to learn English when you go to school. So I think having that privilege and that advantage of being bilingual and knowing a different language, you can communicate in so many different ways. You can tell a story in so many different ways. And you can put everything together and have it mean something totally different, but into a community that understands it. And not only that, they can also enjoy it and celebrate it and hone it and honor it at the same time.
Yeah, and I think for me, I think I have a little bit of different experience from Jen, where I didn't really use my Spanish as much growing up, and I don't really have many classes where I can speak in both Spanish